All right. Now we're doing 7Q hands up. This is by non-gurs, and 91% of the people like it. Imagine that we have an array of 3 integers, each representing a different person. Each number can be 0, 1, or 2, which represents the number of hands that a person holds up. Now imagine there is a sequence which follows these rules. None of the people have their arms raised at first. Firstly, a person raises one hand, then they raise the second hand. After that, they put down both hands. These steps form a cycle. Person 1 performs these steps all the time. Person 2 advances only after person 1 puts their hands down, and person 3 advances only after person 2 puts their hands down. The first 10 steps of the sequence are represented by this table, just like this, okay? Given a number, return an array with the number of hands raised by each person at that step. All right, so yeah, let's just set this thing up. We're going to get rid of this stuff right here, and we're just going to put an array right here. All right, so we're going to get something in this first one. So this person, we're going to reset back to 0 every time this person is done having 2 hands up, basically, the first person. That sounds like something to me, doesn't it? I don't know if it does to you, but could it be something like this? S remainder operator 3? Because if it's the next one down, if S is 1, it'll be remainder 1. If S is 2, it'll be remainder 2. And if S is 3, it'll be remainder, you know, it'll be remainder 0. You know, so I think that's a good start. So now this next one puts up their hand every time this one puts it down. So it seems like it does it a third of the time, right? Like S it would do it a third of the time whenever S, you know, that S is basically. So maybe if we do something like S divided by 3, remainder operator 3. But sometimes S divided by 3 is 0.33. Sometimes it's 0.66. I don't like any of that. So maybe we could do a dot floor of this or something like that to round it down. I think we can. So let's wrap this in parentheses, and let's go over here and check out what this bitwise OR operator does. The bitwise OR operator returns a 1 in each bit position for which the corresponding bits either or both operands are 1. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to us. What means something to us is watch what happens when we put a 0 here in the B place and put anything behind the decimal point on 5. Let's run it. Oh, look at that. That looks like it's rounded down, doesn't it? So let's do a little bit of that. Let's do some bitwise OR operator 0. All right. And now, so we've got 2 spaces in this array. So let's do one more. Okay. So this one's gonna raise their hand a third of this one's time. So it's a third of a third. That's a ninth, isn't it? So let's go S divided by 3, right? Let's wrap this in parentheses too. Not 3. What am I saying? 3 times 3. 9. Okay. Now let's wrap this in parentheses. Let's put a bitwise OR after that with 0. And let's do that remainder operator 3 as well. All right. And I mean, that looks cool to me. I mean, it's worth a test, isn't it? We may be wrong. Test it out. Haha, not wrong. Attempt it. 10 milliseconds, that's good enough for me. Submit it. And look at that. It's pretty much the same thing, except for this person's doing math.floor. You know, the more normal thing to do, but honestly, I just love that bitwise OR operator. Anyway, so let's go to My Solutions. Just the 3 of us. Best practice in my opinion. Very much like this. And we'll see you next time.